let's get started. So Monday, yay, and it's the Legend of Data. So yeah, by the way, yesterday I took a break, so there was no tutorial yesterday for the Python tutorial. Python 0 to Hero, we had the term break, so I feel a little bit more refreshed today, because yeah, just kind of went outside actually yesterday and have a break, basically away from my computer for a bit. I think I need the break. And it's really nice. The weather was nice. I was lucky, and everything was great. So, yeah, I know that like 'cause in UK here, the lockdown is like it's releasing, and but because people are rushing out, I am prepared that we may have to tighten again later just to be safe. And if you have to go out, wear a mask. That's the best you can do. Yeah, I try to wear a mask as well. I do have mine. Oh, I put it in my bag, so it's like it's not here. So because yesterday I took it with me when I go out, so it's not here. But I still got others. Like I like. So this is not the one that I used yesterday, but I do have like others that's made by my friend. They're super cute, so I can't wait to be using them. So yeah, so yeah, like any mask that actually is better than nothing. So please do. So yeah, this is the third part of our data visualization and tutorial. So we will be keep on exploring the tools that we use to do data visualization. There's actually a lot of tools. If you yeah, like if you check out the video maybe like 2 weeks ago, the first one that we actually cover, that actually there are quite a lot of different data visualization tool that could actually help us to make some great report and understand the data a bit more, tell a story from the data that you have. So um, yeah, so today we just continue what we have left off last time. So last time we talked about Matplotlib and customizing Matplotlib a bit, and try to give you an idea how Matplotlib work, and so you can actually customize it so you won't be frustrated when you kind of like, oh, why it doesn't work and things like that. And so today we are actually going to use Matplotlib by using pandas. I hope it makes sense. So actually in pandas, there's actually a method for the data frame object called plot. And for plot, actually it will give you a plot, and the default of it is actually, oh, by the way, my background is really dim. So yeah, like the default of it is using Matplotlib. So um, yeah, so you can basically generate a plot without using Matplotlib like directly, but using pandas, and it would generate the plot for you. So these are the plots that's available that basically cover almost everything that we do. Like if you want to customize it, it's possible, because after you plot it, you can use GCA to get the axis back and customize it. So but it also gives you a lot of options to customize it. I will show you later when we go to the documentation part. Then you will see that actually you have quite a lot of optimization already. But if you really want to make it more sophisticated, you can just call back the GCA to do that. Um, and also, if you don't like Matplotlib, for example, if you want to generate an interactive graph, which is not possible using Matplotlib, but possible by other tools like Bokeh or Plotly, then you could totally change the backend of it. You can change the backend to to all these. I haven't used some of them. I haven't used. I know Plotly because I have used our version of Plotly. I have never used the Python version of Plotly. Pandas Bokeh is the one that you could use Bokeh. Like you can generate interactive graph with Bokeh. I'll try to do that later today. So yeah, so basically, I think also you can kind of write your own kind of backend to extend extend pandas to use other backend as well. But yeah, I won't go into that. That's like super advanced details I won't go into. But I would try to also show switching it to bokeh so you can have interactive graph. So I've mentioned the advantage before, because sometimes you want to zoom in and out of your graph, and that's possible, or like inspect the data by clicking on it, then that's also possible. Yeah, so basically I'll demonstrate these two. Maybe drawing some like line plot or histogram, things like that. Or a box plot, for a standard thing. Like interestingly, for the bar plot, you can also have it horizontal, so it's actually giving you like options to do like horizontal without like doing your own customization. So let's see it in action. Why not? So yeah, I have the Jupyter notebook, and as promised, I'll upload it to my repo afterwards. And we would use the Pokemon data again because hey, who doesn't love Pokemon? So I would just you know load it in. Remember, we have to still import Matplotlib. You you doesn't need to like do the import it as pyplot unless you have to customize it. I just like copy and paste from my last time, so it's just easier. Yeah, but remember to do this like Matplotlib inline because it's still using Matplotlib in the background, so you still need to have this. Otherwise, the weird things will come up. You won't have your graph like right below your cell. Yeah, so make sure you have that. So yeah, we gotta load in the data, and if you forget, so this is how it looks like by doing describe, not the speed. Don't want that. I want to like have this, so you kind of have a statistical like understanding of what the data kind of looks like. So let's plot some graphs. So this is how you do it in pandas. You can do like data frame dot plot there, and yeah. So as you can see that you just like you can specific the x and y, put in the kind. That's what I've shown you before in the slides, and yeah, you can also control the size, so it's actually quite customizable, I would say. So you don't actually need to use Matplotlib to customize it. But yeah, like if it comes to something like, for example, you want to turn the X label or the Y label like 90 degree, then you may have to just get back the axes to do it. Um, yeah, title. So it gives you a lot of options to do that already. Is there like a wildcard that you can put in other options there? I'm not sure. Yeah, you can also even control the error bar and things like that. So back end, yes. So this is like that's the interesting thing that if you don't want Matplotlib, you can change it. Um, yeah, it will return an axis object. So yeah, so you can actually customize it by grabbing the axis object and customize it that way. You don't even need to call GCA then. Like you can just assign the return of the plot into into an axis. And you can even like put these axes into one of your subplot. Remember that we have done it last time, so you can even do that. So let's see what we're going to do with Pokemon thing. So last time I have analyzed the speed of the Pokemon. So how about like so what I care about my Pokemon, like probably I want to defeat other Pokemon, so maybe attack is important, or HP because it will last longer. So maybe we will have a look at attack. How about that? So let's do a. So I have Pokemon.df. So let's do a dot plot, and it would probably be a histogram, I think. So kind. So his. Oh, by the way, we need the x and the y. So but do I need both of them? I think it's optional because yeah, it could be optional because yeah, because I just wonder what it would be look like if I haven't just like pick out the attack. That would be like super interesting. So let's see how it looks like. It may be a rubbish. Yeah, you can't. Oh, I have to make it a string. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, it just put all of them on top of each other, so it's super difficult to see right now. Oh, it also gives you a total. Ooh. Okay. I think yeah. So yeah, it doesn't really show anything because you haven't specified. So maybe attack and defense. Maybe like I like only want to have two of them. So maybe I could do a um like this and put them in brackets. Defense. I have to use double thing because I wanted data frames to be returned. So I put in a list of it and yeah, so it's pretty much actually quite normal distributed, I would say. I want to have it like so the alpha need to be like 0.5. Is it possible to do it like here, or I need to get the GCA to do it? So by the way, I haven't planned this out, so sorry about that. It's a bit yeah, I like go with the flow. You can actually have a color map, but what I'm gonna do is like I gonna just maybe I would just like um yeah, I'll just like grab the GCA and try to maybe change it that way. So yeah, it'll be like AX equals 2. If I do a AX dot, I forgot how to set the color because I haven't done it before, I think, last time. So if I want to set the color of the thing, how could I do that? I can't remember. So, I'm a bit confused here. Let me let me have a look. Color bar is true. And from scattered. I can't really control the color of it, is it? Maybe I would say let's go to the Matplotlib documentation. Yes, and I'll just search for axis alpha. See like how we can change it. And field between and alpha. Yes, I do have the bar, and but this is like plotting a graph, so I can't really change the alpha of it. Yeah, and E color. Yeah, so set alpha. Maybe I can set alpha. Let's try that. Dot set alpha, maybe 0.5. And then plt dot show. Oh, it doesn't work. ah, uh, yeah, maybe this is like in the plot. So it's yeah. How can I set the alpha of it axis? I am not sure. Dot field. Oh, this is the points of it. So it's yeah. So you can't change the bar at patch. Yeah, you really like you can't change it. I think because it's you have to set it. Yeah, it's actually more complicated than I thought because you can actually. Well, okay. So yeah, I don't want to spend too much time digging through the documentation, but it would be great if they can take a wildcard that like you do some customization there. So oh, actually they do have. So let's try. Let's try pick it here. Alpha equals 2.5. Yeah, maybe that will work. Yeah. Yep, it works. So yeah, they actually can take in other optimization options there. So now you can see that actually the defense is actually very focused like here. So quite a lot of Pokemon is having like defense around. So this is I think this is the normal setting for Pokemon, like having a defense and an attack of 52, I say. Yeah, so that's how you do that. And let's do something else. Let's look at maybe I would do a the mean of the attack in different generations. So what I gotta do is that I would do a group by. So Pokemon DF dot group by. Group by the generation. And the generation in there, go in there. Yes. And do a dot. So I was what was I saying? The mean of the attack, let's say. So that would be yeah. So that would give me the mean of the attack as well. Maybe have a look at what it looks like. Okay, so let's call this a generation gen mean df, and then we can have a look at how it looks like here. Yeah, so it will give me the mean of different generations. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I don't need the hat. So yeah. So maybe I would plot a tag to see like how it goes. So I can actually do a plot and dot plot. Maybe like we plot everything first. So kind we plot a oops equals to, okay, what options I have, I've kind of forgot. Like if I want a line plot, it'll be line, yes. So not kind, it's line. So yeah, it's showing it like total again is like really like distracting because it's like a sum of everything. So yeah, I would just like do the defense and attack again. So I would just like pick them out to see how it changes throughout the generations. Okay, so yeah, you can see generation 4 actually got quite a lot of attack power. So like generation 2 Pokemon's like defense are doing fine, but attack's really low. So this is very interesting, like how it evolves through the generation, the mean of the attack and defense of the Pokemons. So yeah, so that's one way you can do it. So actually, I would say that this is quite convenient. You don't have to use like Matplotlib. You can even like just put in the customization, in there. You can even change like it could be a I don't know what you want to change. I have shown you how to change the alpha of it. Maybe you want to yeah, maybe you want to change the style of it to be like uh or color. But color is a bit strange because now you got two. So maybe like, can I have R and G? Yeah, you can change the color of it, or you can change the style of it. Oop, let's make another one. To be, I forgot what else do you have. Like you have triangle and have like squares and things like that, right? So I think one is like this is a dash line, and this is the triangle is this one, I think. Oh, this looks funny. Okay. Oop. Now it looks completely like a mess now. So hey, come on. Okay. Yeah, this is like ridiculous. Oh, the dash doesn't work for some reason. What am I gonna make you? Yeah, this is like not really like a 9, but you get the idea. So maybe not this. This is confusing. So yeah, so attack is red and defense is green. So like if you want to customize this way, you can do it like that. Yeah, so it's just like a very good shortcut for you to to make your your use pandas directly to plot the graph. Sometimes maybe you just want to have a quick look at your data and how they look like. You can do that easily with pandas. And now let's try to change the backend to bouquet. So remember the plot. So let's copy what we had before here. Let's copy this one. So what if I want an interactive graph? So you just need to change the backend to the options are. Let me go back there. Pandas bouquet. So let's see if that works. Oops. And here. Okay. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, maybe I haven't have bouquet installed. I should have installed the package. Providing, yeah, I haven't got it installed. So what I gotta do is I gotta the quick pip install. Okay. Well, I think I have, but yeah. Let's see. So, oh, I don't have. That's interesting. Maybe I've deleted it before. I thought I've installed everything on the first part, but maybe I didn't. So, well, oops. Oh, still installing. Oh, wow. That's quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. It's installing. It's busy, and we'll see something hopefully afterwards. Um, yeah, and then we'll install Seaborn as well later. So yeah, basically, and oops, it still doesn't work. Uh, hmm, dot plot method. Maybe I have to install pandas bouquet. So maybe let me have a look. install. Yeah, so it's I think it's a library that like, yeah, this is a separate library. So provides bouquet port backend. So yeah, so it used bouquet as a backend, but you need this piece of library to make it work. So yeah, so I would install that. This is kind of like a group between the two, so I need to install this one. And it's installing very quickly because this is just like an interface of them. So yeah, it's still complaining. Come on, what's going on? Maybe my usage is not very correct. Oops. Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe I can't customize it this way. Sorry about that. Let me delete it. Yeah, because that's what map. Yeah, now it's running. Okay, so now we have an interactive graph. Can I zoom in, please? Thank you. Yeah, so now you can actually see like you have all this interactivity here that show you the exact defense. And so this is actually useful if you're giving a presentation, so it's interactive. Or like if you put like you can actually put this in, it's just HTML. So you basically put this in your, like, if you have a report, you can just like, in HTML format, just like stick this in and it will work. You can save it if you want to. Again, it would like as HTML, of course. Yeah. So can I have bokeh inline? I don't know how to make it inline for that. So yeah. Or you can even do like plot bokeh, and then you can do different graph like we do before. We can also change the fixed size, because this, remember, this was very small, right? When I show you this, even I have already zoomed in, it's a bit small. So maybe like if I want to make it bigger, and then fixed size, I would like it to be. Usually they take in a triple, so I would make it 10H. That's my favorite setting. So see if there's any difference. Let me close this first. Oh, and also the title. I haven't customized the title. Can I customize the title, please? I can customize the title. So let me do title equals to attack and defense flew out different generations. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Oh, it doesn't work. Strange. Fixed size, for example. Yeah. Let me have a look at their documentation, so I can change that. And set options. I have done that. Yeah, right. Plot. df.plot. Yes. Ooh, I can output to notebook, so I can set plotting.output notebook. So this won't generate a new thing for me here. So let me put it there. Let me stick it in here. Close this, please. Thank you. And stick it in here. So pd.plotting. So this is kind of like changing the default setting of pandas. Yeah. So now this one should appear like here, but it's not showing because I guess maybe the fixed size or title is wrong. So let me have a look at the options and layout. Yeah, fixed size, and it doesn't show me like what I can put in as a parameter there. So um, yeah, it should be like half big. So okay, yeah, it's not like Matplotlib is using inches. I think it's using like a resolution or something. Yeah, now it's showing something now. And oops, zoom in, zoom out, and you can do all these things, like we did before. It's, yeah, it show you information. You can zoom in and out, and you can have all these things like you can move around. You can move around. So this is quite cool. We haven't talked about bokeh in detail yet, so this is still, yeah, this is still kind of just like first glance of what bokeh can do, and of course we'll cover bokeh maybe next time. I think it's a good entry point to bokeh now, and like a spoiler to what we're gonna do next. So yeah, like you can change the back end of the pandas plot, and it's actually quite convenient. So yeah, so this obviously this is written by someone to link up bokeh with pandas. So if you have your favorite plotting library that you really want to use it with pandas by df.plot, then you could write something like this. Yeah, you can, have a look at the source code. This is the good thing about open source. Have a look at the source code and create your own if you want to. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, and then Seaborn. Let's have a look. So I'll install it first, and while it's installing, I will go back to slides and have a look at what is Seaborn. So Seaborn is a library for making statistic graphic in Python, of course, and it's using Matplotlib as a background. So everything's using Matplotlib as a background, as you can see. So these are some of the examples. There's beautiful graphs. So um, there are some features that's provided by Seaborn that is favored by a lot of data scientists that kind of make it easier to use compared to Matplotlib. For example, you can plot multi-variables easily, so it's good. And categorical variables, you can easily make like comparisons and and statistic out of them. And you can also make like a subset of data and visualize them. You can do linear regression. This is actually useful that um, you don't have to create, you don't have to create the linear regression and then put it on top like another, so you plot the let's say you have a scatter plot, you want to take a regression. So if you just use Matplotlib, you have to, write some code and, perform a linear regression and then get the result and then put it on top of your scatter plot. So Seaborn can do all of this for you in just like one line or two. So actually, yeah, one line or maximum like two or three. So that's very easy. Multiple grids and the faucet grid is actually popular in Seaborn. That's something I think that something is provided in ggplot, and people loved it. And yeah, and like you can use it in Seaborn. And theme. So actually, like one another thing that in Seaborn is that people like it is that the color palette is better. So people like the color palette of it's better. So you can see that yeah, the color is more appealing. I think rather than Matplotlib, it looks a bit rough. So that's another thing that people think that they don't like Matplotlib because the color is ugly. So yeah, so the other things that why Seaborn become more popular. So let's have a look at what they have. They're offering us. So first of all, let's do a facet grid. Remember we can do some subplot in actually like my background is really bugging me, and let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, is my camera doesn't do very well in terms of like the lighting and stuff, and I don't know why. It's sometimes I set it like beforehand before the streaming, and then when I started, and it kind of auto correct itself, and it just changed the setting, and it's horrible. So I don't know why. I don't know why. You can see that like yeah, as if I adjust it like slightly, then the whole thing changes. It's super annoying. So I don't know how, like if you are also streaming, then maybe give me some tips of how to overcome this, because this is getting my nerves quite a lot now. So yeah, it's sometimes too bright, and I don't know. I don't know whether getting a second light would help me out, but yeah, I just don't want my background to be weird. Okay, so yeah, let's plot some facet grid. So in Matplotlib we can do a subplot. Remember we can make a figure dot subplot and break it down. But if you have to do everything yourself. For example, like this example, you have to lunch, dinner, and the total bill. So and also this like vertically this is lunch, and like lunch on the left hand side and dinner on the right hand side, and then top are like male customers and then bottom are female customers. So Fast grid is not just a breaking down support like 2x2 subplot. It also, because there's two variables, you want to have like the this one with this one and this one with this one. You know what I mean, like kind of like a cross joint. So so yeah, if you use a subplot, you have to do it yourself. Like, okay, now this time I picked lunch and female, lunch and male. Like, uh, in Seaborn, you only need what, like few lines, and they will do it for you. You can see here is very. If I zoom in a little bit, maybe it's better. Yeah. So, and my head is kind of in the way. Sorry about that. I can't really like scroll down a little bit more, but yeah, but it's quite easy to do with the faucet grid. So what I gotta do now is that I won't use their data set. I will use the Pokemon, and I would just plot like a similar thing, the faucet grid. So I would have to have two. So let me hide this. I really like, yeah, annoyed by that. So oops, sorry, I'm like zooming the graph. Let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, so and maybe I will hide this as well. Thank you. So our Pokemon database here, that we need to have like two different groups that we gotta investigate, and then the values. It's kind of like a pivot table. I don't know how to say. It's like difficult to say it, but like we gotta compare the values of like the distribution of those. So we can say we can maybe have a look at the distribution of the let's say HP. Okay, this time we want to have a look at the distribution of HP, and we want to maybe have like one like generation to be one column, and the other would be the type. So yeah, let's see if that works out. It may not work out because it's kind of like a, yeah, because each square will have like very little point of reference, but we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll just maybe use their data set. But I really want to use the Pokemon data set, so yeah. Let's go back and grab a database, Pokemon DF. This is a database. I just want to paste it there so I won't lost it. So what I gotta do now is that, I haven't imported. Oh, silly me. So import Seaborn. You can see that the usual common aliases is SNS. I don't know why, but it's yeah, SNS. So I don't know why, but it's yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know why it's SNS, but whatever. Um, so what I do is like I would call a faucet grid like this, and um, so the DF would be the Pokemon DF, and I think I would call this graph. I hate like one letter variable names. So row would be generation, and column will be type 1. Let's see how it looks like. Oh, sorry, haven't run this. Okay, why was this like take quite a while to import? I don't know why. Strange. Yeah, it shouldn't take so long. Okay. It took quite a while to plot as well. So I don't know, maybe because I'm streaming at the same time, so that's why it's so weird. Yeah, it usually is fast. But maybe because this is, very, there's lots of different categories in there, so it's actually a very like big plot. So I don't know how it would look like at the end. Maybe I'll just like pick out a few like generations and a few types. Yeah, this is like doing some statistic in the background and to calculate them. Um, yeah, maybe I should really pick it out. Maybe just Gen 1 and Gen 2 and type, what do you like fire and glass last time? Maybe fire and rock this time? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it just can't handle it. Okay, so I gotta do a little thing to clean up this data, prepare this data first. So um, call this a subset equals to, I would have it like, so actually I will create a filter so it looks more neat. So type filter equals to a Pokemon df type 1 is equals to, oh actually in, yeah, just I want wish to fire and maybe grass as well again. What else do they have actually, like, because I think that's the two things that I see here. Poison, or maybe poison. Fire and poison, how about that? Yeah, let's have this. Maybe water and poison, let's change that. And a generation in, this is generation in 1 and 2. Oh, so yeah, that is not a number now. It's just like, so I've make it into a string. So it should be like this. And this should, oh, not type filter, gen filter. It's like type and gen. Right, so I will do a subset Pokemon here. So it won't go nuts on that. Oop, invalid syntax. Yeah, I always mess that up. What's going on? True is a series of... Why I can't use a... so this is a filter. Oh, maybe this in is not really working well. So let me have a look at this. Yeah, print it out for me. It's not defined, so I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it this way. So um, yeah, I can't use in. That's annoying. You could use water, or I can't do or either. So I do like or. No, pipe. Okay. Or this one equals to. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Otherwise, I will have to write a dot apply, which you can do that as well, but is again it's annoying. So I can also do it this way. That's fine. But if you have like more than two, maybe you want to write an apply function to do that. Yeah. I don't know why in doesn't work. Like, can I like kind of write something so like I can make it work? I can maybe like write a done the method in pandas data frame to make the in work. Yeah, so like no. So this give me. So you can do this, right? And you can do this. So why the or doesn't work? So maybe or. Yeah, I really don't know. I think it's double. Huh. This one is also a list, right? Like not a list, but like a series, right? Yeah, so I can't put the or in there. So that's super weird. Yeah, I can't do that. So can I do an end? Can't do an end. Huh. Or maybe I can do that. No, I can't do that. So like, what's going on? Can I perform rand with a D type, array, and scalar? No, they are both filters. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, they are both type 1 length type. So they're both a series, and I don't know why it doesn't like it. Like, I've done that last time, right? I've done it like last time here. So it's a single and, so okay, so maybe a single. But like this, they also complained when I do it like that, like when I come. Yeah. So Boolean is stir. Why is stir? Oh, maybe I need the bracket. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. And yeah, not like really, because this is like so ugly in my eyes. So that's why I found it quite difficult to comprehend what's going on here. Right. Okay, so this one should work now. Right. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's nothing. Margin titles, no. Uh, generation, but this is fine, right? This is let me see how this look like. Did I have typed something wrong there? Wrote and a. Oh, maybe I have to add something else. Wait a second. And line space. Yeah, maybe I have to put that in. Still blue. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have to put this in. So yeah, it calculates statistic in the background, but I haven't plot anything yet. So I have to add this here. Oops. Add this here. So like saying that I'm plotting histogram inside here, and it should not be the total bill. It should be the HP. And blue is fine. I don't really mind that. The bin should be. I would just like use the default for the bin to see what's going on. I think. Right. G is not. Oh yeah, I call it graph. Sorry, mate. Okay. Right. So yeah, this is the plot. Oops. There's no Gen 2 poison type Pokemon. Yeah, as I suspect that because the division is too fine. So sometimes you can't see anything there. What's a fire type? Maybe. Right. Yeah. Still, it's not very good. And I can see why they have forced the bin to have a custom feature because yeah, you can see that it's kind of like not very even. So it's just weird. Anyway, so let's move on to plot our next graph. Is and in plot. So sorry, it's like area plot, so like linear regression plot. So that's what I said. Like you can have the linear regression of of the dots. So let's look at the official ones. Like let's look at what they show us demonstration. Yeah, so this is the iris data set. So you can see that they have different the length. You measure an iris like measure the length of like by the paddle or like and by like their I don't know like I'm not a botanist so I don't know like and then by that you can kind of distinguish the different species of the iris. So um so they kind of like group them into three groups because there's three species of iris and then each of them they just like they can plot the linear regression on that. There's also including the error bar which is very neat. So um I I would try to use my Pokemon data, but the problem is, like I said before, that there isn't any like good chunk of data. Maybe I can do generations and to look at the attack or something like that. So yeah, let me try that. So um, so first we would have to put in. So I gotta copy this. I don't want to type all of them myself. And yeah, it's fine. I will call it UG now. I don't care. Um, So the data will be the Pokemon, df, and x and y. So um, yeah, this would be generation. So what we're gonna want to see maybe attack and defense again. So yep, attack and defense, and you have different generations and have a look at how they look like. So again, I think you do have to map it. right? No, you don't have to map it this time. And you can also add in the label. So, but like, wait, let's see how it looks like for now, and then we can customize them later. Whoa, that's it's not clearly separated, so it's not the same as different species of iris that they are just basically mumbling together. So what I gotta do is that I gotta maybe add in the filter there. So I gotta add in um yeah. So maybe I'll just like put this a subset here, so I don't have all of the generations. So let's see if this is clearer. Right. Okay, so there's like two generations of Pokemon, the defense and attack power. So yeah, the linear regression doesn't make much sense here because you can see there's a bunch of outliers, and error is quite big for generation 1. Um, yeah, because there's two type of Pokemon here, right? So it's a bit diverse. You also change the defense and the attack, the label there, like what they have done here. Yeah, you can set the access label. But I think, yeah, I'm just like happy with what I have for now, because it's just demonstration. Okay, so we still have some time. We'll do the pair plot. So this one, let's have a look at the official look of the graph. So you can see that. This is quite a neat one, the pair plot. So what they do is like they would take different categories of variables, and you can compare different uh, category of variables here. So you can see like they have different like I said they measure the iris of like different measurements from the iris, and they comparing the distribution of them versus each other. So you can see this is comparing the petal length to the petal width. Is this graph here? So this is petal length. This is petal width, and for the one that they are basically and yeah. So yeah, this is distribution, and if you look at petal length and yeah, so it's like this is itself, so petal length and petal length itself. So there's no point comparing itself to itself, right? Because they're only like it'll be like a straight line x equal to y, so it doesn't make sense. So what the graph, so what this will replace will be replaced by the distribution of them. Like so, this will be the frequency, and this will be the number. So yeah, you can see that like this species Setosa. Yeah, the Setosa species will be like they have quite a short petal length, so you can see that it's like they're mostly distributed and the left side of the graphs. So let's try to do this ourselves, and we gotta do it's just like SNS.pair plot. So it's actually quite easy. So df would be what do I want to plot? Maybe I'll put in the subset Pokemon for now, and then we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it looks like. So this will be generations. So let me copy it over and to see is there any interesting stuff going on like the iris. So oh, invalid syntax. Oh, the comma. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, it's taking a while. I don't know why I only have two generation here. Like why? Oh, maybe I have many. Oh, sorry about that. I have many like different things. So maybe I will only take a attack and defense again. So only take attack and defense. Yeah, it's freaking out and it's freaking out and yeah, I'm just pushing it to limit without like realizing I'm doing something that is super wrong. Oops. Yeah, you can see. Ooh. Yeah, you can see this is how the whole thing's like. Yeah, like it's impossible to see. So let's do it like this way. Oop. Oh yeah, we got the double bracket here. Okay. Oh, generation. I spelled it wrong. Generation. Huh? Oh, because attack and defense. Yeah, I have to put generation in there as well. Sorry. Right. Right. So you can see that we have attack and defense. So it's comparing attack and defense here in these two graphs, and then the distribution on the other two here. And yeah, so this is doing the pair plot. So is there any like more interesting plot that we could do? Actually, It's all in the gallery. So all these are from the gallery. So I pick a few of them. So I have time to do one more. So I think the one that I pick out would be the most that people would like to do it with Seaborn rather than Matplotlib, because it's easier to do. In Matplotlib, we can produce the same thing, but it's just take more effort in doing so. Um, so maybe the distribution plot. This is quite nice, and yeah, because you can change the yeah, you can change whether you want to have like this line here and this stuff. But I think that's quite straightforward. This one. Yeah, you can have the error bar here as well for this categorical plot. Yeah, cat plot here. So yeah, so it's the group that bar plot. So yeah, we can do that as well. So what we can do is that we could here and class. I don't want it to be classes. I want it to be generation, and then y would be maybe HP. No x. X. So sorry, x is not generation. So and it's legendary maybe. Yeah. Legendary. Did I spell it right or wrong? Yeah. And I will plot a Pokemon DB, DF, and then I would like to have. I don't want to set the height of it. That's fine. And let's see. Yeah, so you can see that legendary and non-legendary Pokemon HP difference between them. Be like this, or you can say attack. And yeah, so you can see legendary Pokemon is like basically stronger no matter what generation you're in. So yeah, and or you can actually look at their type 1. Oh, now you're gonna be super big. Yeah, still it's yeah, still legendary Pokemon are in general like stronger in attack. So yeah, right. Okay. What else can we do? Just exploring the gallery for a bit. You can also plot heat map. So remember, if we like want to have, uh, I don't know whether you remember last time we looked at one of these examples from Matplotlib. So in order to generate this like with the numbers on, you have to have two axes on top of each other. Actually, I can find it for you. It's Matplotlib docs, and it's in the. Oh yeah, I have it here, right? Yeah, like nope, not this one. Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't. Oh, I didn't put it here. I think it's like maybe the one before. Okay, fine. Tutorials maybe, and the heat map one that got the numbers on top. I've seen it like last time, but like yeah, they got so many examples. I don't know whether if I can find it or not. But introductory and apply for tutorial maybe. No. Yeah, I forgot where I found it. Maybe here. No tutorial. No. Heat map. I think yeah, it's a heat map. But like, why this page is different from last time I visited? That's super strange. And tutorial introductory maybe. No, like use a guide. No. Maybe examples. Yeah, maybe examples. Um, yeah, it's a maze here. I forgot, like, it's in one of the pages that I showed last time that they have numbers on top, and I really want to show you the difference between the two. So, where did I put it? Super strange. Maybe it's in the PowerPoint last time. So it's actually in the. Yeah, bear with me for a second. So maybe like instead of this one, maybe. Oops. Oh, why? Why everything doesn't like me today? Hold on a second. And yeah, it's in the PowerPoint last time, I think. Mm, mm-hmm, but, mm-hmm. It's in the heat map, not this one. Maybe it's in the Jupyter notebook. So let's go back one more. And yeah, heat map, heat map, heat map, heat map, heat map. It doesn't have the link, so it's like maybe one of these sample plots. Yeah. I don't know how to go back to this page basically. So this is like why I'm struggling for the last 3 minutes. Um, and they have, well, they don't have that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, you may think that I'm talking about like rubbish right now, but I actually seen the plot that like with the heat map with the number on top, and what they have done is like super complicated in Matplotlib, and I can show you like the comparison between that and Seaborn is so much easier. But it's not like I can't find anything here. I can't find it. Like I can't find it again. So that's basically what I'm struggling. Yeah. Huh. Where is it? Um, heat mapped and annotated heat maps maybe. Yeah, this one. Like you see that you got the numbers on top. So this is if you compare this. Oh my god, I have so much junk now. So if you compare this, not this one, this and this one. So they are both okay. So they are both like annotated heat maps. So this is Seaborn. This is Matplotlib. So you look at Matplotlib script, right? So basically it started here. So like I am show. So these are the data. So we can ignore them. So you can see that I am show, and you can see that what they have done is that they have you know customized the text, and then they have you know and they kind of like rotated, so that's fine. But this one they're generating the numbers and put them on top. So yeah, so this is like how you do it in Matplotlib. Yeah, you have to set all of them, like set the labels to be this, and then so if you just do I'm show is the same one as that I did before that like so yeah, this is mine, right? This is my version of it, and it looks like really ugly. Oh, I have to import it. Jeez. Okay, I don't have to install it. I import it. I import this one. So you just like run im show. That basically is yeah, basically it's just like show this color. So if you want the numbers on top, you have to run exact same script as them. So you have to set all the text and the labels and stuff. But with Seaborn, um, this is all you need. Like this is how many like you just like do a you just basically do a heat map. We just call heat map and it will do everything for you. So so let's see if we can just like do heat map on that thing. No, you can't because you have to have a pandas data frame. So that was not a pandas data frame. This is a uh, a numpy array. But we could actually put this numpy array and all this stuff into um, yeah, you can put this into a pandas data frame, and then you can do a heat map, and then voila, you have this. You don't have to do all these settings and stuff. So yeah, so I think that's the last thing that I want to show you is like how convenient the two is. And yeah, that's it for me. So hopefully, so sorry about that if you have like just say something in the chat, because again my other computer is frozen right now, so I don't know whether there's anything in the chat. I probably missed it if you have typed anything, so sorry about that. I usually like seeing people in the chat, but I just realized that my computer is frozen 10 minutes ago. So yeah, so that's it for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I would see you next week. And next week we'll do more bouquet, and we'll do more like interactive graph like this. Where is it? Oh, I've hide it. Is it? Yeah. So interactive graph like this. That is super cool. So we gotta talk about bouquet next time. Yeah, and I think that's it from me, and I will see you next time. Bye.